Okay, so today we're going deep on something a lot of us probably encounter like every single day.
Huh?
Daily motivational content. What are
Yeah.
those little snippets,
Right.
podcasts, videos, social media posts,
Exact.
all
Yes.
designed to give you a little boost.
Yeah, that quick hit of
Yeah,
inspiration. So
totally.
noisy.
So for this deep dive,
Okay.
we're going to zero in on
Okay.
a short piece of a motivational podcast
All right.
and really break down how it works.
I mean, it's kind of everywhere,
Yeah.
right? Like the amount of motivational content out there
It's huge.
really suggests that there's this like hunger for motivation.
Yeah, and what are we actually getting from it?
That's the question, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
So the source material today
All right.
is from a podcast called Daily Motivation, your quick boost of inspiration.
Okay. Just the title.
Definitely sets the scene.
And the host totally delivers.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're super high energy.
Mm.
It's almost like
They're right there with you, cheering you on.
interesting.
There's a lot of talk about kickstarting your day and breaking through limits.
Classic.
And it's all delivered in this really upbeat, encouraging tone.
Right. Some very classic motivational techniques at play there. Like
Yeah.
when they say you're unstoppable,
Uh-huh.
that's a clear example of a positive affirmation.
Right.
You know, it's all about planting that seed of belief.
Planting that seed.
Yeah, instilling this sense of capability in the listener.
Okay, but is it always that simple, though?
Well, go
'Cause
on.
the excerpt also says the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself.
Uh-huh.
And that made me think,
Yeah,
what about all the stuff we can't control?
right. You're hitting on a really crucial point.
Okay, good.
While focusing on those self-imposed limits can be empowering,
Uh-huh.
it's important to remember that life isn't always a level playing field.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
think about access to good education.
Mm.
Like where you live can really impact the quality of schools available to you.
Yeah,
And that affects your opportunities later in life.
it's a domino effect.
Exactly. And that's a limit imposed by circumstance.
Right. Not by your mindset.
Yeah.
And that's just one example, right?
Oh, for sure.
We could talk about things like
Mm-hmm.
healthcare disparities,
Yes.
social economic barriers,
Mm-hmm.
even something like implicit bias in hiring
Absolutely. All these real obstacles people face.
that they have no control over.
Exactly. And that's where I think the oversimplification of some motivational content can be a problem.
Oh, interesting.
Because it puts all the responsibility on the individual.
Okay.
And that can lead to feeling guilty or inadequate.
Right, like it's your fault,
Yeah, if you can't just break through those limits.
which might not even be yours to break through.
Exactly.
It's like walking a tightrope.
Yeah.
We don't want to completely dismiss
Yeah.
the idea of personal agency,
No, of course
like
not.
striving to be better.
Personal growth is important,
It is.
but you need the full picture.
I see what you mean.
It's like telling someone to climb a mountain,
Okay.
but not telling them they're starting at the bottom of a ravine.
Wow, yeah.
And that other people have a paved path to the top.
That's a really good analogy.
So individual effort matters.
Uh-huh.
But so does the terrain you're on.
So terrain matters.
Yeah.
Okay. So for people listening who love this kind of motivational content, what should they keep in mind?
I think the key is to listen critically,
Okay.
take in those positive messages,
Uh-huh.
but don't just accept them blindly.
So question them.
Yeah, ask yourself,
Mhm.
does this actually fit with my reality?
Right.
Are there things outside of my control affecting this?
So it's about being realistic,
Exact.
about your own potential,
Uh-huh.
and about the systems you're in.
Yeah, it's about using that motivation strategically.
I like that.
Not just getting swept up in a motivational soundbite.
It's about the bigger picture.
Exactly, and that's something I think everyone can benefit from thinking about.
Some good food for thought.
I hope so.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive,
My pleasure.
and we'll see you next time.
See you then.